If that doesn't work, we gonna proceed the lab and then check it later, because right now it doesn't seem. Yeah, it is working. It takes time to load the page. Yeah, cisco.com is working. That means facebook.com is also work. Let me try that. It is working, but it takes time. That's the thing. Yes, we get. This is nostalgia. This is. I don't know. I we didn't create Facebook accounts that often, so I don't know. Is this still the page of login page of Facebook when we are signing up? Yeah, this used to be a page. Okay, let's go. Okay, configure static net so that the outside PC can access internal HTTP and FTP servers. So here we are doing static net, and that is also specific. NAT only the required ports. For example, HTTP uses port 80, and HTTPS uses SSL. HTTPS or SSL uses port 443. So let us do only port 80. We can do also port 443, but as per the lab rules, let's go ahead. So the command is ipnat. Wait. Before we proceed further, we didn't we didn't mention our interfaces inside and outside zone. We didn't, in order for the router to understand, router doesn't itself knows which is inside and outside zone. We need to manually mention it. Interface gig 0.0 slash 0 IP NAT inside in gig 0.0.1 IP NAT outside. So we defined what is inside and outside to the router. Now let's configure the NAT. IP NAT inside source. So this is where, if we mention list, that becomes dynamic. Now we are going with static. TCP, HTTP, or HTTPS both uses TCP protocol. TCP is a two-way traffic. Uses sensor traffic, receives acknowledgement, and UDP is a single form of traffic. But HTTPS definitely uses TCP. That's what you need to understand. Um, Let us mention inside local IP address. So I need to bind inside HTTPS with the DNS entry 10.1.1.100, and we specifically mention port with port, NAT with port, right? This becomes PAT, but yeah, uh, 80, port 80. It will be communicated with 8.8. Mapped with 8.8.200, port 80. This is completed. Next, FTP. This he asked to do full NAT because FTP basically communicates with the port. I believe 43, 43 or 21. Let's see. Let's learn. I think 43 and 56. 2021. Yeah, 2021. 2021 port 20 we try to communicate, and 21 is the passive mode of passive mode of transformation. See, use it to establish connection with port 21, and data is transferred with the port 20. Yeah, so IP NAT inside source static. So here we will give IP address. So 10.1.1.101 with inside global IP address, which is 8.8.8.201. Next, configure dynamic NAT using router IP address so that internal PCs can access the internet servers. So IP NAT inside source list 1. So Dynamic NAT, how does it works means, okay, I didn't have my system charge. So list one does create a access list. So how does it work? Dynamic means it creates its list. Now I mentioned one because we are creating a access list with number one. So let's proceed further. Interface. So we need to point out the interface of global address, which is gig 0/1, gigabit Ethernet 0/0/1. So it's been done, but we didn't configure the access list. So config t IP access list standard. Uh, access. Actually, I tried to do lab on. I wanted to show lab on access list as well as you know access list. I think only access list. I did record that video, but unfortunately, uh, the video doesn't you know entertain me, and my viewers also is less, so I thought to quit that video. I deleted that video. So if you are watching it, like and subscribe so that I will start that as well. I will re-record that video as well if I know that there are some audience watching me. So let's go. Standard list one. So access list standard is from 1 to 99, and from 100 you can define um you know I forgot the name here. Extended access list. And we also have extended named access list or extended dynamic access list. In that we can use naming as well. Instead of access list numbers, we can define names. Uh, okay, that's all very confusing. Let's go further. So here, I want to permit any IP address coming from the inside needs to be permitted to go to outside. So permit any. That's it. Done. We are done. So we configured these all things. Okay, Jaya, how does it works? Show IP NAT translations. This command will show you what are the all the natting that you have been done. So you can see here 80 and 883 NAT translation. Let's see how in real life it works. Um, let me see the running configuration as well, what we all configured. NAT. So we can see there is one dynamic NAT and one static NAT. Overload. Okay. Overload command. I don't know. I have typed it or not. Overload command is needed because when you are sending traffic to the router, it's not like you only communicating. Multiple inside networks needs to communicate. Will communicate with router. So overload is command is required. Automatically it took it. Yeah, I forgot about that as well. Overload command is you can just search it out. NAT overload allows multiple private internet devices to share a single public IP address to access the internet. So this is how we can do multiple inside networks to communicate with the outside. Okay, let's see in action.